Even for professionals, cutting down a tree is a big job that can be dangerous. If there's a tree on your property that must be removed because it's hazardous or in the way of a new construction project, check with a certified arborist to see if it's something you could do yourself or whether you should leave it to the pros. The arborist will determine whether the tree is alive or dead and check for any damage or disease. He may also find out if the tree is hollow. This is called sounding a tree. Using a hammer, mallet, or axe, he'll bang against the tree to listen for a hollow, low sound, almost like an echo or higher flat sound. A low, hollow sound means that that portion of the tree is hollow. If the tree is damaged, diseased, or hollow, it should be removed by a professional. The arborist will also determine the lean of the tree by examining the angle of the trunk and the weight of the branches and leaves. If the tree leans away from the area on the ground where you'd like it to fall, a professional crew should remove the tree. It's also important to check the surrounding area for any potential hazards, such as vines, branches, other trees, utility lines, and nearby structures or vehicles. The weather and wind can be important factors too. If a professional crew is needed to remove the tree, they may use a bucket truck to position the arborist in the tree. They'll cut the tree down in sections, and they may use a crane to lower each section safely to the ground. If the final section is leaning in the wrong direction, they may use a winch to make sure it falls where it should. Cutting down a tree all at once is called felling a tree. Once it's been determined that it can be done safely, the next step is to establish the height of the tree. You could use a professional laser measuring tool, but you can also make a very good estimate by just using a long stick. With your arm extended to the front, hold the stick so that the end just touches your shoulder. Keeping your hand the same distance from your eye, swing the stick upwards until it is at a 90-degree angle to your arm. Keep the stick 90 degrees to your arm and sight down your arm until your hand aligns with the base of the tree. Move closer to or farther from the tree until the top of the stick is aligned with the top of the tree. Then just measure the distance along the ground between you and the tree. This measurement will be within a few feet of the tree's height. Once you've determined the height of the tree and where the tree will fall, clear the area of any underbrush and other objects and create an escape path. Be sure to wear work gloves, hearing protection, safety glasses, and a hard hat to protect yourself from any debris. Wear chaps or protective pants to protect your legs from the chainsaw, and make sure your chain is sharp. You'll need to cut a notch that is perpendicular to the direction the tree should fall. You can use the guide on the top of the chainsaw to line up the cut. The first cut of this open-faced notch should be at an angle of about 70 degrees. You should only cut into about 20% of the tree's thickness. The second cut of the open-faced notch is parallel to the ground. The two cuts should meet exactly. It's very important you do not overcut or undercut either one. Remove the wedge section and clean up the cut if necessary. The final cut will be parallel to the ground, directly from the back of the tree and toward the notch. Once a felling cut is a few inches in, stop cutting. Place a plastic felling wedge into the space left open by the saw cut, also known as the kerf, and tap it in. To create a hinge that will guide the tree as it falls, stop the felling cut before it reaches the notch. Make sure the hinge is about 10% of the diameter of the tree. Once you've made the hinge, the tree may begin to fall on its own. If so, call out and follow your escape route. If it doesn't fall on its own, drive the wedge into the saw kerf until the tree begins to fall. Even after the tree has fallen, it still may be very dangerous. Cutting branches and bucking the trunk into smaller lengths can cause the tree to move suddenly and unexpectedly. Be sure to follow all appropriate safety precautions. Cutting down a tree is not a simple job. Take the time to carefully assess the site, plan your escape route and plan your cuts. If the tree is damaged, dead, hollow, or near any obstructions, you should always work with a professional certified arborist. For everyone's safety, this is one job that must be done properly.